1989. I founded the Blank Theater in Hollywood 24 years ago. In 1996, we took up residence at the Second Stage Theater on Hollywood Theater Row. We develop over 45 new plays every year, including our Young Playwrights Festival, the only nationwide professional competition for playwrights 9 to 19. Our previous winners have had musicals on Broadway and even been a finalist for the Pulitzer Prize in Drama. All of that was created in Hollywood. This is just an example of what the theater community is making happen here. Every theater organization here has their own unique accomplishments, for sure. When I tell people what I do, I usually get the same response. I love theater. I'd love to see more theater, but I don't know where to find it. Every time I hear that, it makes me want to cry. All theater is local. We tell your stories. We make theater for you. Once we make our art, it's our intention to give it away to our local community, to you. Only when you show up does it become theater. Before that, it's just another rehearsal. The work done on Hollywood stages is world-class. Bakersfield Mist, Stephen Sachs' play that premiered at his Fountain Theatre, enjoyed a terrific run on the West End of London earlier this year, starring Kathleen Turner, and is now being done on stages around the world. That's right, it deserves applause. The Blank Theater's Living Room Series, a new play development program that offers 34 new plays free to the Hollywood community every Monday night from Labor Day to Memorial Day, developed a play called The Explorers Club by Tony Award nominee Nell Benjamin. The play went on to be produced in New York by the prestigious Manhattan Theater Club, and this year won the Best New Off-Broadway Play Award from the New York Outer Critics Circle. Heathers, thank you. Heathers the Musical enjoyed an extended commercial off-Broadway run this year after premiering at the Hudson Theater last year. These and many more successful plays around the world started right here in Hollywood. Last fall, I realized that Hollywood was in serious jeopardy of losing one of the most important and enduring arts components. Many award-winning theaters have left Hollywood: Open Fist, Celebration, production companies, Circle X. They've all fled Hollywood due to skyrocketing rents that are forcing nonprofit theaters out of their facilities. Individual theatrical organizations don't have enough money, clout, manpower, or voice in the community to survive these challenging times alone. Without significant support from government entities, the Hollywood community, and the Hollywood theater community itself, this untenable situation will continue to escalate, eventually leaving few, if any, live theaters left in Hollywood. Hollywood should be a center of great theater not only in Los Angeles, but in the nation. The opportunity exists to show the world that Hollywood is a place that nurtures and supports the artists that are the future of the entertainment industry. We can leverage our unique cultural assets in Hollywood and enrich the quality of life for all residents and visitors from all over the world. This is where Stayin' Live and the Hollywood Arts Council steps in. Did you know the economic benefits provided by having theaters in your community are astounding? Did you know that for every dollar that is spent at our theater, 7 additional dollars are spent in the surrounding community? Parking, restaurants, bars, shopping, etc. Can you say that about your local dry cleaner? We put money into your pockets by creating art in your community. It's a win-win all around. Don't get rid of us. If you do, you're just taking money out of your own pockets. We make more money for our neighbors than we do for ourselves. You're welcome. It's our pleasure. But people don't seem to know that. So last year I contacted my colleagues at the Hollywood Arts Council and suggested a symposium inviting Hollywood's complete community: real estate, residents, businesses, governments, and theater artists and owners, all working toward a common goal. And we began that journey a year ago with the first Stayin' Live Summit. It was a real success, and it opened up conversation between sections of our community that have never gathered to discuss this important issue. Since then, we've been given great support and encouragement from Congressman Adam Schiff, the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, the Media Improvement District BID, and when Councilman Tom LaBonge read an article in the Los Angeles Times about the declining conditions of Theater Row, which some called an obituary of Theater Row, he contacted me to ask what we could do. He and I walked the whole of Theater Row looking at the conditions and coming up with innovative possibilities to create the assured future of live theater in Hollywood. He and his staff have been phenomenal. They'll be speaking in a few moments to make an exciting announcement. Our keynote speaker today, City Councilman Mitch O'Farrell, has given his full support for our project, and I'm not going to steal his thunder, but in a few minutes you'll hear of some of what he and his crack team Mitch have done since last year to support live theater in Hollywood. It's very exciting. The Hollywood theater community has a real champion in Mitch O'Farrell. I'm thrilled to know that someone out there cares. After almost 25 years of creating theater in Hollywood, I feel like we really now have a voice, like we're really being heard, and it's such a relief. We have an opportunity here to refocus, rebrand, reinvent, and reinvigorate the Hollywood theater community into something that really matters for its stakeholders. One where we engage community leaders and residents in an ever-increasing commitment to hands-on support of the arts community and to supporting the future of live theater in Hollywood. But it can't happen without you. Making art is sometimes a singular journey. It's usually a labor of love that doesn't come with large paychecks or a staff to do your outreach. It's difficult enough to get the resources just to open your show. Stayin' Live is here to bring the community together to support all live theater in Hollywood. Hollywood is the rightful home of the world's entertainment industry, and live theater is a huge and vital part of that industry. What do we need to do? Well, for starters, we need to engage the community in the support of live theaters. We need to improve conditions on Hollywood Theater Row. We need to collectively market to residents and businesses of Hollywood. We need to make sure that current theaters are not forced out of their venues by nearsighted ideas about theaters being charities that don't really give anything important back to their communities. I invite everyone here to become ambassadors of the message that theater is vital to the Hollywood community, economically, socially, and spiritually, as it brings us together as human beings and allows us to share in our collective stories. What can you do? Well, first of all, you can go to your local theater. Seek it out. It may be harder to find than other entertainment options, but don't let that stop you. And don't let $20 parking on Hollywood Boulevard or no parking on Santa Monica Boulevard stop you either. Tell your friends that you want to see theater tonight instead of going to a movie. The movie will show up on Netflix. Tonight's performance of whatever play or musical you'll see will only happen tonight. It is live, after all. Do whatever you can to help get the word out that we're here. Talk to your neighbors, your clients, anyone who will listen. And we will also be working on making the theaters in Hollywood easier to find as well. Donate to your local theater. Most of us are nonprofits and can offer a tax deduction for your donation, and we really could use your support. Ticket sales generally cover about 33% of the cost of a production. You can join the Hollywood Arts Council as a member. There are information outside on the table, and you can come and volunteer for our cause. You can like our Facebook page and invite your friends to like it too, Stayin' Live Hollywood, and also like the Arts Council's Facebook page. And you can tweet, Stayin' Live Hwood. You can do that right now if you like, actually. Hashtag LA Theater. Tell them we're here. We just started the Facebook page and the Twitter account 2 days ago, so we could use the boost. And most of all, you can let today inspire you to new realms of possibility. Come get involved in creating the assured future of live theater in Hollywood. We sure could use you. Thank you again for being here today. Your voice is very important, and we will get a chance to hear your voices later in the program. Thank you.